He said, do you know why you live the way you do? I said, yeah, because you're amazing. Your grace is sufficient. You're incredible, merciful God. He said, that's not the answer. I said, it's the only answer. He said, Dan, it needs a place to land. He said, let me tell you why you live the way you do. He said, the night you got saved, you saw your need for me. You saw your sinful life. You saw your heart. You were sin conscious. And you were like, oh my. And you looked to me, he said, but you were only sin conscious for that moment until you repented and yielded to me. But he said, ever since that moment, Dan, this was years ago, ever since that moment, you've been a son in your heart. And you never went back to that sin conscious. And he said, and everything you're praising me to be is always landing on your life. So you wake up knowing who I am and knowing who you are in me. Every single day, there's a consistent truth that's alive in my heart that sets the tone every day. Whether my wife's in identity crisis for 8 years, whether my kids were running wild at the same exact time, whether my mother was dying of a sickness. Can you see any of that in me? Can you see any of that testimony in me when I'm talking? Do you see my wife in a coma on life support with brain damage? Do you see that? You're never supposed to see that. Because it's never about the fire you've been through. It's about the Lord that you bow to. It wasn't about Shadrach's fire. It wasn't about Nebuchadnezzar's fire. It wasn't about Meshach's trial. It was about their non-compromise. They won't call something Lord that's not.